folks, good afternoon. Well, where are we? We're in Goodwick, just outside Fishguard. We came here, as I said I'd tell you. When we had the air suspension fitted last week, we were told there was a few problems with the levelling system that was a bit of a concern for air ride. So we've come down to Top of Town Motors to see Shane, and there's mostly just cosmetic work and a few bits and pieces. He's put them right, no problem. We might have been able to get away with that, even having them done. It was just basically, what if? That's what it boiled down to. What if this happened? What if that happened? Might never have happened in the whole lifetime of the motorhome, but we brought it back and Shane has sorted us all out. I take my hat off to him. He's did the work and he's not moaned about it or anything. He's apologised that it should have been a bit more cosmetically looking, but he did say that they did try to get it finished so I didn't have to stop for 2 days. So it may be understandable. But again, I'm not blaming Shane, I'm not blaming anybody. It's just one of them things. Two garages doing similar work, there will be at some time something one don't like what the other was done. So anyway, it's all done now, and like I say, we're in Fishguard. For those that,
place.
yeah, for those that didn't know, this is the last place in the British Isles to be invaded. It was February 1797, part of the Napoleonic War. They came because they was hoping that they could get some of the Irish rebels to join in, and there was 4 ships sent over. There was meant to be 3 more going up to Newcastle, and I think it was 3 more going to Bristol. The idea was that because in the UK at the time the reformists were starting to get a foothold, that the French thought, well, we're ripe for revolution. But unfortunately, the British, we argue among ourselves until we got somebody else to argue with. And the ship that went to Bristol never arrived, and the one to Newcastle didn't turn up. So these 4 ships came into Fishguard Harbour. As they approached, one of the ships approached the harbour, the fort fired out a shot. Basically, the shot was to warn the harbour master that a ship was coming in. The French believed they were being fired at and put tail between the legs, did a 360 straight out the harbour again. And they came down to here and landed on this beach. So that was about it, really. It only lasted about 3 days. I'd advise you to look it up. It's quite interesting what actually happened. But that's about it, really. Yeah, it's the last place for invasion of the British Isles. But now, about this place.
What, the harbour?
The harbour itself. Well, I weren't aware that it was actually built by the Great Western Railway to basically try and cash in on the transatlantic crossings at the turn of the 1900s. But it never really took off here. But that's about it, really, for here. Like I say, main reason we come was to get the self-levelling system issues sorted out, and Shane did that no problem, and now we're just killing a bit of time before we go back to the motorhome. So I'll show you a bit of the harbour now and whereabout we're parked. So okay, bear with me a second.
It's tickling my face.
Got a bit of the sea mist coming in.
Will it be bumpy?
No, it's just point it along the beach.
So I'm not steady handed.
It's not a beach you want to build sandcastles on, is it?
Not really, no. Could still have a nice picnic on there, as long as you bring your own blankets.
And a wonky table.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it was Fishguard was the place they filmed John Huston's 1956 screen version of Moby Dick,
Oh,
starring
right.
Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
No.
So that's why they got Milkwood.
Yeah.
Both of them are filmed here then. That explains the bloke with the camera. He was a YouTuber.
It is a nice way to spend some time on the beach, having a picnic.
Yeah. Shame we have to get back.
Yeah.
Still quite a bit of the sea mist over there, look.
Yeah. Living there. You couldn't see anywhere when we got up this morning.
No.
Oh, tickling. Flipping hairs tickling my nose. Yeah.
That's just telling me about the last invasion. Yeah, 22nd of February. Yeah,
1779.
that's what I said. On February the 22nd, 1797, 4 French ships of war dropped anchor under the Cragwaist Point, rocky headland, 2 miles west of Fishguard. Britain was at war with revolutionary France, and the invasion of the Long Peninsula had become a reality. On board the vessel there were 600 regular soldiers plus about 800 convicts, styled the Black Legion. They were led by an Irish-American adventurer, Colonel William Tate. The 1,400 men scrambled ashore carrying barrels of gunpowder and boxes of hand grenades. Tate made his headquarters in something I can't pronounce that, it's a Welsh farm, and planned the next move, the capture of Fishguard, to allow reinforcements to be landed. Okay. Well, it didn't actually tell you on there, but the French convicts were so poorly fed in prison, when they got ashore they ate their supplies that was meant to have lasted them 3 days in one go, and then they plundered the local farms and villages and stole all their alcohol, and they was basically legless by the time the British Army militia got here.
It's nicely done.
Yeah, come on.
I like interesting little facts.
Yeah, I think by the time you get back, the fog will be gone. It's breaking up in it. Hiya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you?
Good,
Yeah,
thank
can't
you.
complain.
Oh, no, big one, is it?
Nobody cares if you do anyway.
I do like the tinsel in the tree. Glad there's nobody in the park.
Well, that's it, my love. It's time to make our way back.
And the last local bit of art.
That's the one.
Yeah, except for that.
Keep it rolling until we get into the car park. We can see what the car park looks like.
Put my hand in front of that then because I thought it said F-U-C-K instead of Luke.
You're tempting. Well, here's the park up. As you can see, it's a huge car park. I think last night there was about, what, half a dozen motorhomes parked up?
Yeah. And a few good sized lorries.
Yeah. The lorries would be
For the
going over
yeah.
on the ferry, I would have thought.
It's a lovely place.
Apart from the hills.
Well, yeah.
Okay, then stop it. You hit the curb then. So here we go. Have you pushed record?
Yeah.
So here you go. This is Fishguard. Nice place to visit, but even better to leave. It's not got a lot here. It's just basically a one-horse town. You've got one major road with the shops and stuff on. It's only any good if you're fit and healthy because there's so many
Hills?
hills. It's unbelievable. Yeah, this is just now is where the town actually starts. As you can see, there's not a lot here. It's that bigger place, they don't even have a bank.
It's a nice painting. I'm hoping this is recording. I'll press the button. Can you tell if it's recording?
Yeah. Really guess I hit them with my wing mirrors.
Yeah. It's quite narrow, isn't it?
Yeah. This hill killed me the first time I came here to get the levelling system done. I walked down it to the fort. And crawled back up on all fours nearly.
If I was here, sweetheart, I'd give you a piggyback.
The fort is just over there. Don't know if Karen can
There
get
you
it.
go.
here.
So basically, it's not for the faint-hearted.
Oh, it's okay, but oh, there you go, it's not too bad. If you've got traffic coming down this hill, you have to walk all the way down that hill there, all the way up this hill to get to the fort. Unfortunately, there's nowhere we can park the motorhome up here. It's just too long. Yeah, you see there's a little car park here, but there's nowhere I'll get the motorhome in it. That's where the fort is, just there. And that's it, that is Fishguard. Thanks for joining us.